I have returned. We gonna yap and doodle. We yapping and doodling. We yapping and doodling. I will explain later. Boy, there's more. We're not done yet. Where's my image? I need my image. There we go. We're not done yet. You thought it was over. Psych! It's back. We're not done yet. I don't know what it is about the droopy eye shapes. I'm not very good at drawing them. It's a fun. It gives for some interesting expression. But I'm not good at it. You know what? I kind of want the line art to look sketchy. No, don't do that. But oh, well, don't. We're not done here. I didn't want to do that. Wait. There we go. That's good. I knew it wasn't over. Can't give half the cast cool Nightmare Before Christmas outfits without doing the rest of them. I need to know what his name is now. Finally a Christmas event in Twisted Wonderland. Even though it's just extended Halloween, but who cares? Man, you disappear for like 2 weeks. And you just lose progress on everything. Like, gee, thanks. Was it rotated? No. Oh, it's just looking like that. That's weird. I'd have to. A much more manly man in comparison to some of the other characters that I've drawn. I don't know why he reminds me of like a character from Blue Exorcist or something. What the character's name is that I'm thinking of, but it looks like a cross between whatever I'm thinking of and Mephisto. And I love it. I need to know. I need to know who this is. We don't have answers yet. But I'm like, you can't. We're still probably gonna have something Tim Burton related for the rest of Halloween. I wouldn't be surprised if this was planned out, so that way when all the crazy stuff with the anime and stuff was happening in October, they could still do some sort of Halloween event. Without it looking weird that it's happening more towards Christmas. That'd be some big brain plan, honestly, and I applaud that. At least for the JP schedule. That seems very big-brained. Hello! Hi, Fabina, what is up? I've returned. Hello? We've got some exciting Twisted Wonderland news. There's more Nightmare Before Christmas. Just look at this. Look at this man. I need information. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Look after my exams and stuff, and until then, farewell. Good luck on your exams. Oh, what happened? Nice. Free time to learn more about mysterious Oogie Boogie. Also, I made another Twisted Wonderland OC. Hey! I still need to return to my own. Benji boy, I need to return to you. I didn't forget you, my son. And I actually made him in August. I just forgot to mention. It happens. I'm just happy that we're still getting more Nightmare Before Christmas outfits, because like you can't do half the cast with Nightmare Before Christmas outfits and then do something else. It was supposed to be Oogie Boogie, but I don't know anymore. I think the canon might override it. That's gotta be so interesting when you make a fan character and then it gets an official Twisted Wonderland. Because so far the characters I've made twist versions of have not had that happen. But because the Halloween events exist, you never know who will show up. What is going on with this hair? What am I doing? I also find it interesting that this guy seems to be not human. Whereas Scully is clearly a ghost and human being. This guy is not. So I'm like, ooh, interesting. Tell me more. But I'll just say he is different from the canon and they're separate entities and stuff. Yeah. Because I feel like at least in the world of Twisted Wonderland, the world of Twisted Wonderland, there's probably characters out there who are very inspired by the same ones as our main cast, you know? Probably. I mean, these are very important characters in canon. There's gotta be more people inspired by them. It's just that our main cast is definitely the more important ones. I'm just realizing this guy's hair reminds me of how annoying it is to draw Bill's hair sometimes. Because it's kind of doing the same thing. It's like that separate strand and then everything else is kind of just everywhere. Like his hair reminds me of like a mop. I'm not saying that as like a bad thing, I'm just saying like the hairstyle kind of reminds me of a mop. But it also looks like, you know, that Oogie Boogie sack shape. His name was Ogin Bugs because I am creative with names. He was meant to be sort of to Scully like they were friends, then enemies, and now they are, I don't know what they are now. Interesting. Yeah, that's why I'm curious about this guy, because he's clearly not human looking. It's like, how do you connect to Scully if you do? Which I'm pretty sure he does in some way. Honestly, I just wonder how this relates to actual Night Raven College lore stuff, because like Scully was like the founder of Night Raven College Halloween. So it's like, what's this guy's deal? I need answers. And he looks much older than Scully. Like, that's a grown man. Fun fact, Ogden, I don't know if I'm saying that right, wasn't human either. He was also actually the sack of bugs. Or at least his dead form is. The one that we see, if you look close enough at his eyes, you'll see two glowing bugs. Ooh! Fascinating. The main thing is that Odin was shaped in a way that only made him look more human than Oogie Boogie. Ah. Interesting. Oh, and I just noticed this while looking at the new guy. He doesn't have a hair tie. His hair is the hair tie. How fashionable. disturbing morning. I like to imagine there was a body underneath. It's just infested with bugs like a corpse, but that might be too scary for Disney. Well, I mean, the Black Cauldron was a thing, so... Now that's a film, but I don't trust the modern people working on it, working at Disney to give it a proper remake that it deserves. It deserves a second chance, but I don't trust them. Like, the Horn King really could have become the next, like, the male version of Maleficent, but that never happened, because they got skewed. No, that's too violent. The Japanese Twisted Wonderland account, I was just met with an ominous post in English. Oh, I need to see what it was again, because that was honestly kind of funny. It's for the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, and I just think it's so funny. More information about this. Yes, something stirs again. Actually, the post is really interesting because when you click on a Christmas, we're getting Halloween and Christmas. Yay! The funny thing was when I can't pronounce words. Appeared, he was acting like an angel to the others, creepy as heck, but a saint. Correct. Suspicious. So everyone thought maybe Ogden was chilling out now, which ended up making Scully look mean when he shooed him away. Funny. He's coming off like, I've changed. Scully just like press X to like, why are you being all nice all of a sudden? Former enemy. Collared shirts always confuse me when I try to draw. They're very annoying. No, but seriously, Ogden only has an issue with Scully. He's genuinely nice to anyone else. He's a trickster, but he only targets the Skull Boy if someone else got hurt. It's because they got in the way. Because of drama. That's funny. There's always that one person. They're just like, no real reason. I just don't like your vibes. If you have trouble saying Ogden, just call him Bugs. You don't care. Buggy boy. Can't wait for the full image of this guy because I don't know how to draw. What do you think if Ogden had a normal humanish form like the rest? He'd have bugs in his hair, a big spider on his back, and worms curled around his fingers like rings. The bugs like him. They like to adorn him like fashion accessories. That'd be kind of fun. I dig that concept. Conspiracy theory, the spiders on Ogden's back are secretly Kai Silkson before he got splashed with the potion. I think that's funny. I like that. Kai Silkson origin story. There's like a lot going on with this shirt. I also think his design is interesting because it's still basically the same as the previous outfits. It's just he got a big old green coat on. Everything else is practically the same. I think the reason Ogden and Scully became enemies is Eddie K. Scully probably insulted one of his bug friends when they were young and trauma. How dare you insult my bugs? I also find it funny that even though Jamil is not part of this event, there's been a lot of fan art of Jamil being bullied with bugs, and I find it hilarious. Because even before this guy was announced, people were doing that. Poor Jamil, man. But honestly, I am Jamil when I see bugs. I don't like them. I scream. Big old bug. It's not that serious. You insulted Antonio the ant. Now apologize. With tears, blood, and sweat. Antonio is my best friend. How dare you? Do not insult Antonio. Honestly, that kind of reminds me of like Snake from Black Butler. Except he's talking first. Like that's family, man. Don't insult my family. Adriana the bestie! Welcome back. Funny thing, I do not like bugs either. It's not bugs necessarily. Any moving creature getting close to me gives me anxiety. Even cats. It be like that. The besties are here. The nightmare isn't over yet. Now we just gotta go through Christmas. Yes. Also, the Oogie Boogie, I'm so mad because I already had an OC of him. Yay, we're back. Oogie Boogie real now. And his outfit is kind of confusing me right now because I don't know what's going on with the collar shirt situation. Like, I need the full image because I don't know what's going on there. Oogie Boogie Club assemble. He's here and he's real. And people are still bullying Jamil with Oogie Boogie related stuff, and I think that's funny. He's not even part of this event yet. People are just... people just have them interacting. It's so funny. Get the bugs away from me, sir. The triad. Also saw episode 3 today. His look OMG, his Tatums. Who's Tatums? Nah, for real, because I'm so fan of Jamil freaking out and trying to get away from him. It's like, it's a good thing he wasn't part of this, or else he'd be suffering the entire time. Like, nope, nope. We ain't doing this. Burn everything to the ground. This is my actual nightmare. This isn't hee hee ha ha fun anymore. Also, I'm not watching the anime, saving it for when I'm ready. Everybody knows how I get when things are to peak. I won't spoil, don't worry. Yeah, I haven't watched the anime yet either. Like, I just keep seeing the little bits of it. I am just disappointed at lack of Cauldron. I would, but like... Apparently Hulu has the actual subtitles for the Japanese version. If you're listening with the Japanese audio, and you don't want the dub script as the captions. Like, I need to know if it's that version that's on there or not. Oh, my name was just Oh Boogie. I'm very picky about subtitles, okay? I don't like being lied to. And also, I'm not familiar with the EN terms for certain things. And that's why I want the more accurate subtitles for the Japanese audio. Buggy and Bug, spiritual twins, the besties. But I will say the dwarf overblock looked cool. I think that's the most exciting part about having the anime be a thing now. Because we get to see the cool designs that were only just basic live 2D sprites. Now we can get a real good idea of what's going on in the scenes, you know. That's also what I like about the manga. It gives you better visuals on what's happening. What is happening? Man, I don't like drawing jackets. Also, Buggy kind of looked like Oogie Boogie we got, though. Buggy eats bugs. Anyways, Ogden actually hates being compared to the Oogie Boogie in terms of actions. Like, bro's prankster, but he's not that bad. Does he gamble too? Because that was a huge part of Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie be gambling. Man, this jacket's gonna be a nightmare to draw. Buggy gambles. Ogden Bugs likes his bugs and hates having them hurt, so maybe Buggy eats bugs will be issue. Yes, Ogden Bugs is a gambling. Our official Oogie Boy will also have that element. I mean, he is holding a coin there. He's gotta be up to something. Although in this image I kind of have him holding some dice because I felt like it. But I feel so egotistical. He's during every stream. That's fine. I enjoy learning about other people's OCs and stuff like that. It also reminds me Benji needs some attention because I still haven't figured out his name. Which is why I haven't actually uploaded his little character sheet intro thing because he still missed his name. I'm a terrible OC parent. That's hilarious. I don't know. Excuse me. No, they should have said no. I don't know, YouTube kind of hates links sometimes. I know that if you try commenting links, it doesn't like to show it. So, I don't know. I might need to, like, the reviews or something. Like, comment hell for a review or something. Like, I don't know what's wrong. The it'll live post is not there. I'll probably check the comments held for reviews thing, because that's probably what happened to it. I think the only reason I made Ogden be nice to his bugs is to show he can be good. It's just that he's a petty little shit that and holds big grudges. Buggy is also a beastman and mer people. He finds them annoying. Interesting. It doesn't want to be too lazy for all that. Don't mind me, I'm just having to look at my own hand for reference every now and again because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna put my email in the newest post so it's easy. I don't know if that'll work either. I wasn't that big on Disney as a kid, actually. I like fairy tales in general, not Disney necessarily. Oh no, well, the villains remind me of Azul and the twins since he's a money guy. It has twin dogs. I really liked Ariel when I was growing up, so like I always liked Disney stuff when I was younger. I have no idea what is happening here. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. Indeed. Although I will say my love of like cat dolls was a bit more strong compared to anything Disney related when I was younger. Always had a variety of interests. I like Snow White. Verity was always an interesting concept to me. If feel like the first time I saw Snow White was like when I was around like 10 or 11. Maybe a little bit older. Because I think around that age I was still easily freaked out by everything, so. Anyways, my OC is named Skylar. He kinda also like a mod boss, but unlike deals, he lends you money, but you gotta pay him back. His twin bodyguards are real fun. Ah, shit. Ooh. Fascinating. Interesting. I think I'll stop here for today because I am getting confused by the jacket. Let me see. Let me see. No. It doesn't want to show anything like that for some reason. Where's the review? Is for the comments held for review. I'm pretty sure that's where it ended up. Yeah, because YouTube does. Here we go. Oh. Ah, yes, it was in there. know why it has blocked words. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with, like, sharing links is what got it held for review. Yeah, so it's not gonna show up publicly. So, yeah. I will check that out. I guess just avoid sending links to things, like, directly, I guess. Because it's not gonna want to show it publicly. But yeah, good to know. Good to know. It's there. Yeah. But, I'm going to call it a day. It is very cold. And I gotta do some, like, light tidying up. The holidays are at my house this year. This doesn't happen all that often. But when it does, everything has to be deep cleaned. Nee. Hopefully we finish Mystery Oogie Boogie Man. I feel like by the time I finish this, we'll finally get his name. Cause I think the stream is today. Yeah. I think it is today. For the Twisted Wonderland Ambia stream. So we'll probably get more information about Oogie Boogie Guy. We'll probably yap about it tomorrow. Oh no! Stop silencing my besties. Also, we're gonna keep Scully all the way through December because yes. She better not be named Boogie. I mean, we have Scully J. Graves, so he's probably gonna have a very creative name. Bye-bye!